As you know, the fee rule is scheduled to take effect on April 1st of 2024. And, it has made significant changes to not only the amount of money that people are going to have to pay, but the way people are paying fees and restructuring some different fees. So we just wanted to make sure that you all didn't miss anything major in these issues. And as you are going through it, as you are trying to apply it in your practice, what questions you might have for us or that we might be able to take back to USCIS. So we have a featured issues page with all the key resources that our committees or that AILA have put together, resources from the agency. I would highlight this FAQ that they have put out. It's got a lot of good information. And as we and other stakeholders are submitting questions to them, they will continuously update this FAQ page. We have practice resources on the forms that are going to take effect and when they're going to take effect, the grace periods, as well as different practice resources here. So you should be able to have this under the featured issue page, and I would recommend looking at that regularly. So let's start with our top 10 of what are the top 10 things that we think are important to know. Obviously, the first is where to find the new fees. USCIS on that FAQ page that that I highlighted has a chart of the new fees. I will say it's not inclusive of all the fees, and it doesn't necessarily put out every fee that may be eligible for an online discount, but it gives you a good starting place. USCIS did say that they will publish a new fee schedule at the website uscis.gov/G-1055. That will be coming up before the rule takes effect. AILA has also created a searchable chart for the new fees. So that'll be a good resource. Everything is on that page. So that's where you're going to find the fees. I will also flag AILA is working on a client flyer. These are resources that we put together that you can download, customize, and share with your clients. And so that should hopefully be coming out in the next week or so. So with that, I'm going to send it off to Michael on new forms.
So along with the new fees, USCIS is publishing updated forms that will reflect the fee changes. And like the fees, the new forms will take effect on April 1st. However, USCIS is going to provide a grace period until June 3rd, where you can use both the existing version and the new version of the form. Note, though, that as of April 1st, you have to use the updated fees. There is an exception, however. There are several forms for which there will be no grace period because the forms had to be revised more specifically to take into account some of the changes in the fee rule. So as we'll discuss in a little bit, there are some forms where the size of the employer, the nature of the employer will affect the fee. So those forms are being updated or have been updated. And it's just important to know that they are available right now. And these forms are on the regulations.gov page. You can find that in, if you go to the featured issues page, you can see there's a spot where you can go look up the forms. It'll take you 2 or 3 clicks to find the specific form. Also on that is the G1055 form that Chev mentioned earlier that has the fee chart. They're all in draft form, but they are available to see right now. Okay, so specifically the form are the I-129, the I-129CW, the I-140, and then the I-600A, the 600A, 600 supplements 1, 2, 3, and then the form I-600 for the orphans. So those are the forms that will have to be used effective April 1st. I believe in the supplemental information to the reg comment that it's indicated that they should be out and available for inspection on the website, not on regs.gov, but on the USCIS website, probably around March 1st. So maybe in the next week or so, those forms will be available for more general access. Last thing to note on the new forms is that USCIS has indicated that it will use the postmark date of the filing to determine whether the correct form, version, and fees were submitted. So keep that in mind. It's not the date they are received, which is the case when you're talking about regulatory or statutory filing deadlines. It's the date of postmark. The next topic I just want to highlight is the final rule provides a discount for online filing. In the final rule, the agency decided rather than do the various discounts that they had proposed in the NPRM, they are implementing a standard $50 discount for online filers. The $50 discount will generally be applicable in all circumstances in which forms are filed online, except when USCIS has already provided the fee at a substantial discount, and that would be an example of that would be the I-765, or USCIS has been prohibited by law for charging full cost recovery, and that would be an example of that would be TPS or DACA filing. So it's a $50 across the board online discount. When describing the online discount and the supplemental information, it was clear that the incentive of the agency is really to try to encourage online filing because it's more efficient for the agency and also presumptively for users. It's not, as some had suggested, a $50 penalty for filing on paper or a $50 surcharge. It really is designed to encourage online filing.